So without any doubt, Africa continues to be dogged by armed conflict. The first thing we need to note is that human beings are at the center of conflict, and at the same time, they are at the center of the solutions that are needed to resolve these conflicts. For the case of the African Union and IGAD, the Intergovernmental Authority on Development, politics is seen as central to peace and security. Then we can also note that the African Union, at the same time, while emphasizing the place of the youth in matters of peace and security, one of its pillars, the pillars of its peace and security architecture, is an organ known as the panel of the wise. The expectation is that wise people are supposed to be people who are old. That's why I keep asking that central question. Is it possible for the youth to influence the structures of peace and security at a strategic level, yet they don't have the experience, they have not yet reached a grand age of 60, 70, 80?
I personally believe the youth surely can influence these decisions and processes, because yes, like we know it in Africa that wisdom comes with age. I want to disagree. I beg to disagree, because trust me, there are some young people who are wiser than the old people, and I believe we even have some in this room.
As you're saying that, why wouldn't we wait? Actually, they usually tell us we are leaders of tomorrow, but we disagree with that. We are leaders of today, not tomorrow. And to me, I would think these old people would be behind us and then put us at the front desk. They would just support us, give us advice. This is supposed to be done like this, rather than saying that we should wait.
When you look at the age group being recruited in the army nowadays, it's just the youth. So it means we have a lot to contribute to peace and security of our region.
Our limitation is not the existence of hierarchy. Our limitation is the capacity to use what we have to create change. So we must position ourselves to manipulate those structures that are given to us.
There is no age at which you are qualified enough to be involved in any matter internationally, except for your level of knowledge and your level of dedication. Even if you are 14 and you decided that I'm going to be serious about the ICGLR, you would be able to now, in this day, access the internet, know where they are located, and show up and be able to speak and be recognized in some way. If you did that consistently for 2-3 years, you will know more about the East African community processes than about 90 or 100% of the ministers in Uganda, except perhaps the ones in that ministry. I guarantee you. Because these things are very enormous, they undertake multiple steps to reach a little milestone. When we have 5 youth members of parliament for the last 5 years, it results into no youth-specific policy or law or advantage from the operations of parliament. We are useless in the parliament. Even if the summit were to be held here and the room was this composition, we will be there, but we will not have met what the doctor is saying. That you are present, but in fact, you are absent from the business of the day. So in reality, young people can access the strategic level and can influence the strategic level. The only difference is if they are organized. If we have young people who are in parliament come and say we have done A, B, C, D in parliament because we are youth MPs, or if a Yeru can say because I'm the president of ICGLR Regional Youth Forum, we have achieved A, B, C, and D, then we are influencing the strategic level.
we were finding people insisting that we the youth, we need representation, we need active participation, we need... Youth is a very transitional and very ephemeral thing in the grand scheme of life. So even the ways in which we are going to emphasize our thing, let us not emphasize our stakes in the chronological hiatus that is passing by. So that is Ude. But there is another time, Kasera. So when the Baganda tell you Kasera kano, they are not telling you Mubude wuno. Kasera, what is Kasera? What is the Kairos? Kairos is that time pregnant with an opportunity. We need to rise on occasion and impregnate ourselves with an opportunity that is worth our lives.
Imagine you have been appointed ambassadors of the great Republic of Uganda to go and create peace between Israel and Iran. What kinds of preparations would you have to do?
The first one that I'm going to talk about is about understanding their interests of both sides, Iran versus Israel. And in case we get to know in depth what their interests are,
Can we give him a huge hand clap?
thank you. Thank you so much.
Because interests are central to the political economy of war and the political economy of peace. And they're also central to the political economy of peace building. Interests. What are these vested interests?
Actually, what I really learned so much was from the session of the former chairman of the youth in Uganda, Chairman Jacob Oyeru. He mentioned something and he said that leadership is about taking action. If you wait, most of the youth in Uganda really wait for them to be given the room, to be given the opportunity. But we forget that the opportunities are supposed to be grabbed for. These are things that these are spaces, these are gaps where we take them, we take the initiative and take them by the horns. No one is going to give you the room.
Dr. Gardner in the morning shared with us the three groups of people. That is, the first group, those who go into a situation and change things, make them better. The second group of people are people who make things worse than what they got. And then the third group of people are those who do not change anything, they care less of it. So the question is, where do you belong?